Hey everybody, Jeff here from Outdoor Adventures Canada. That's right, education for the great outdoors. Well, the wind has finally died down a little bit. We had quite the wind here today, out on our first outing of the season. Uh, Wind gusts of probably 60 plus kilometers an hour. I think that works out to about 40, 45 miles an hour. So yeah, it was pretty strong. So actually had to take the awning off because I didn't want to damage it. I didn't want to rip holes and possibly damage the camper. So we'll set it up again tomorrow. But in the meantime, since the dawn of time, at least when man first discovered fire, it's been a source of heat, light, safety, security. And over the years, it's kind of become synonymous with camping, the campfire. So, a new series that we're starting here today is Around the Campfire, Deep Thoughts and Cool Conversations. I was just kind of thinking of putting this series together after one of my earlier comments in the video, and I referred to 1997 as around the turn of the century. Now, it really sounds odd saying that because I'm a Gen Xer, born and raised, right? Those of you Gen Xers, you'll know as soon as you heard the phrase around the turn of the century, you probably thought between 1899 and 1900, turn of the century. But kind of have to look at it in a different light, campfire light, if you will. That 1999 to 2000 was also the turn of the century. So it's kind of odd that someone of our vintage, right, the Gen Xers, if you say, well, think about 40 years ago, right, we think of like the old 1957 Chevy and, 1940 pickup trucks. And in reality, 40 years ago was the 80s. Go figure. So I don't know if it's just a mental thing or something that we don't really think about, but it's one of those things that just kind of got me thinking. Turn of the century, like wow, like wasn't that long? It was like almost 25 years ago. Like that's another thing. We're almost a quarter of the way into this century, right? Next year will be 25 years. That's a quarter of the century already gone by. And I'm not going to talk about how things have gone to crap in this country and in other countries too. But we'll leave that for another discussion. But yeah, just give me a second here. We'll get the old fire poker out here. Yeah, like I said, some of the best conversations I've ever had growing up, or at least with you know some of my buddies after a day of fishing or a day of camping and sitting around the campfire and telling stories and having some really deep thoughts and deep conversations. And that's kind of what I want this segment to be. So again, uh, let me know about it. Put down in the comments. Let me know some of the topics you'd be interested in discussing. My goal is to actually have more than just my friends sitting around the campfire. Me, myself, and I. All three of my friends are here. So, it'd be nice to have some more people and have a few more discussions and see what else we can come up with. Deep thoughts around the campfire. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Uh, Still pretty light out, but we got the fire going. We got the propane lantern going. Yeah, we got lots of stuff coming up in this episode. Hopefully, we'll catch some fish tomorrow. What time is it? No, this is yeah. You're gonna typical campfire stuff. That's the other thing is you got to put up with smoke in the eyes. So it's quarter after 9 in the p.m. And fishing season opens in less than 3 hours. Am I gonna put my rod in the water at midnight? I doubt it. I'm probably gonna be snoozing. Just finished doing up some paperwork for upcoming training session I have next week, and so that kind of rattled the gray matter a little bit. So We're just gonna sit by the fire, relax. Who knows? If I'm still awake, yeah, maybe I will put my line in the water. But like I said, let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already done so, again, thanks for checking us out. Thanks for sticking around. And again, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think of the videos that we're putting out there. And it really does help grow the channel, because eventually I'd love to do this as a live stream. Right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? We can have conversations right here on the interweb, and imagine the kind of fun stuff we could talk about then. All right, guys, we're gonna go for right now. Hopefully, you learned a thing or two. And remember, stay safe. Stay safe. I forget about that. Anyway, I'm just rambling, because you know what? I'm relaxing, and that's the whole point of camping and getting out and having some fun. All right, guys. Hope you learned a thing or two. We'll see you next time.